we have a lot of Power Ranger news, and I've got to admit, I didn't expect it all to come out straight away. But what are we talking about? So I will give out credit where credit is due. Ranger Chamber, which we can see right here, they are the ones that brought this image here, and basically in a nutshell we have a lot of stuff, but I really want to go through some of this because there's some good things and some bad things. All good bad things, that is, although that's kind of weird to say. Some Power Ranger stats presented at London Toy Fair today. MMPR Reignition Season 2 coming autumn winter 2026, which again, if we look at the YouTube page, it's a lot. It's also the most watched global kids show from 2011 to 2022, 1.4 billion views in 2025, and the #1 property in Hasbro costumes with the 406% growth year on year. All of that sounds absolutely fantastic, but I want to kind of go into it. So this is basically a very zoomed in image, and we can see here. So top 10 in growth licenses and growth property. Now, I do kind of think that with all the stuff that's come out from other companies, that this has definitely helped it. Like, you know, we've had different versions of the Megazord, we've had different figures, we've had really good collectible stuff, and not so many really good things. We have a lot there, which I think is generally kind of cool, because now we know that Power Rangers is profitable that way and people are buying this sort of stuff. And apparently, from what I've heard, Hasbro don't really kind of like give out the licenses that much. Could be right, could be wrong, but if that's the case, then they've taken a gamble and it's definitely paid out. Now, number one property in Hasbro costume category. I think this is absolutely fine. Like, every single kid wants to dress up as a Power Ranger, so every single year when they make these sorts of suits, of course it's going to do absolutely, you know, amazing. So yeah, 406% year on year growth. Cool, that's absolutely fine. So we can see that here. I don't know if that's costumes worldwide, but we can see it right here. The next one is 97% US awareness. Now this is what I kind of really want to focus on in a little bit. So now we know the age range of where Power Rangers is being like set, the age range. You know, it starts from teens 13 to 17 and then adults 18 to 54. So they know now that not to make this for kids. Like, you still have it for kids. Like, I'm not saying it has to, like, Power Rangers has to go down the more mature route whatsoever. What I'm saying now is, like, when we heard Simon Bennett ages ago saying that, you know, Power Rangers were from like 3 to like 8 or 3 to 10 or whatever it was, you know, he was told like that's what Hasbro told him. So I would imagine now that we now have a place where we can say, right, the TV series is going to be made for like teens and young adults. And yeah, so now they know like their target audience. This is what we want to look at. So no more like fart jokes or wherever. We now know the kind of awareness of what it is, and 50% TV engagement with parents and Gen Alpha. So maybe we see stuff like Adventure Time, or we see stuff that kind of makes this for everyone and not just the silly fart jokes, or this is a silly TV show that kids are only going to go watch, because now we know the age range, which is absolutely fantastic. Most watched global kids show. This was on Netflix on 35 plus platforms. Top 10 in the Netflix. Yeah, because Mighty Morphing was there. So you've got all Mighty Morphing. You've got also, I think, like a few other seasons, like maybe Ninja Steel. But you definitely have like some Power Rangers. Of course, like kids are going to watch it. Adults are going to watch it. Everyone is going to watch Power Rangers around that time. So I think that's absolutely great. 100%. Maybe we'll see all of Power Rangers go back onto Netflix of people who don't want to watch YouTube, which then moves into this thing here. 1.4 billion views in 2025. Got 11.1 million subscribers, which is Power Rangers, but then you've also got other, like Power Rangers has different like channels everywhere else. You've got 150 minutes watch hours watched in 2024, 14 channels and 9 languages. So of course, like all those views are going to kind of add up, which is going to be absolutely fine. But then you have live streams, you have shows that the kids are watching, things that are going to be on repeat, or the adults are watching, or the teens are watching. So this is one thing that I think is fantastic, that they made the move to YouTube, because a lot of people are watching YouTube. So maybe, you don't need to put it back onto Netflix. Effectively, just leave it on YouTube and you'll get the money. Now, I'll probably do an in-depth video on that, but they're making the money. That I generally think what would be really funny is if generally YouTube is funding the new Power Rangers show, because that would be easy. It's easy money from the AdSense alone. So 10.5 million streams. Again, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram. I generally didn't think it would be on Instagram. If not, or like 3.1 million friends, 470k followers, which again is a lot. So these stats are very good. Award-winning toy line. So you've got loads of different ones. And yeah, Playmates are making great stuff. And I'm hoping one thing, and I might make another video on this, but I generally really want Hasbro to look at all these stats and go, do you know what? This is profitable. We're doing what we need. This is what we need to go forward. And they focus on Power Rangers because they know it's there. Like, effectively, it's been set up for 30 years. So they don't really need to come in and sprinkle something brand new or extra. They know exactly what they want. So yeah, maybe we're going to get more stuff later on. So this is the Reignition content. Season 2 launches. So we're going to see some more of that. And then you can see it on YouTube, Netflix, and Roku. And then we can see more stuff here. So yeah, we're going to get some really cool new animations, or not animations, some new pictures. I think is going to be absolutely fantastic. And then this is one thing that everybody's going crazy over at the moment. And it's just like we've been reporting on this for a long time, but it just feels like everyone's now going, what? We're getting a Disney Plus? What? I didn't know that. It's been going on for a while. But streaming series in development, which is leading into our next thing. So we can see Jonathan and Dan here are the ones kind of like working on this. And I think it's now been moved, because it was meant to start in the UK filming roughly around about now, but I think it's been pushed back to April. Jinsaku posted this, and they said Peyton Elizabeth Lee has seamlessly been cast in the live action Power Ranger show for Disney Plus, and he put up saying that she is being the Red Ranger. So I generally think that that's kind of cool if she is the Red Ranger. I think some other people are reporting that she is the Pink Ranger, but her being the Red Ranger I think would be absolutely fantastic. I'm very much looking forward to seeing her role in the show and seeing what she's like. I think people have said that she was from Avatar, or she was in that. So again, I'm very much looking forward to seeing who she plays and what her character is. Jin also posted, according to Disney Channel HQ, she's heading to the UK with her mum pretty soon to begin preparations for the show. Absolutely fantastic. So if we look over here, Disney HQ have said exclusive. During casting for the Power Rangers reboot in auditions, the leads' names are likely placeholders: Charlie, River, Jordan, Frankie, and Bailey. One of the scenes tested a storyline saying, "Can I save the world from this discombobulating curse?" It's kind of interesting. These seems to be just placeholder names. Some can be changed in the final script. Plus, the audition scripts for the roles were gender neutral, first reported by Jinsaku. So with all of this, I am generally really kind of interested in this to see how the show is going. And it's really nice to hear that the show is moving forward and that things are going to be happening like straight away. So I'm very, very happy that we've got all this news. We've seen brand new stats. We've seen the show is doing well. Power Rangers is going to be phenomenal, and I am very much looking forward to this. But I am gonna leave it there. What are your thoughts on all of this? Let me know down below in the comments, and let's discuss. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button and subscribe, as I'm trying to reach 22,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I know we can definitely do it. So let's freaking go. Anyway, thanks for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I want to say a big thank you to my channel members, Jason, Ray, Bravo, GTS Wrestling, and to also Kimono Cat. And if you want to help out the channel, then consider becoming a channel member. Links in the description if you want to check them out.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。